Hey, it's Raj coming at you with another video today talking about iPhone filmmaking. This is my rig right here. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out the video. The link is in the description below. In that video, I talk about how to build this rig right here for mobile filmmaking. It is large, there's a lot going on, but it is fun. And I think at the core of filmmaking, if it's fun, then it's fun. And this actually enhanced the experience for me to get back into the actual filmmaking, especially on mobile. I've read your comments, and I know some of you have mentioned in the comments here that if you're gonna go through this much work to make this cinematic phone rig, well, it's not cinematic without an ND filter. So today, we're gonna be talking about these filters right here coming at you from Freewell. We've got a couple more options other than just an ND filter coming at you from Freewell. Shout out to Freewell for sending me these lenses. However, the opinions in the video are of my own. Okay, so as we mentioned in the previous video, we're talking about log recording on iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. This rig right here helps us get there, helps us achieve it. Also, since I've released that video, Blackmagic Cam has released an update to now where you can record 4K 60 internally on your phone. So, a couple of things here, a couple caveats is, one, you do not need to do external recording like you do right here on this external SSD. However, when you're recording 4K 60 in ProRes log, those files are massive. So I would recommend still recording on an external SSD, but it's up to you. It's up to your own discretion, whatever you want to do. You have your options. So these lenses right here, they actually come in a package called the iPhone Sherpa 2.0 kit. It's their second version. So what's included here is you get a couple of filters. We have a diffusion glow mist quarter. We have a V&D 1 through 5 stops. We've got an 18mm wide angle lens. We've got a blue anamorphic lens. I'm really excited to shoot with this anamorphic lens. You'll see right here, like it's a pretty good size. It's really impressive. So that's the blue anamorphic lens. It also comes with an iPhone case, like you'll see right here, and also this versatile Bluetooth selfie grip, which we'll talk about later on in the video here. Okay, so let's talk anamorphic here for just a moment. With this blue anamorphic lens, 1.33 times. Anamorphic, if you don't know what it is yet, this is not a technical anamorphic video, but essentially you see those cinematic videos online. It has the black bars at the top and the bottom of the video. That gives it that cinematic look. Generally when you're shooting it standard and then you're adding in the black bars later. But what an anamorphic lens does is it doesn't add black borders at the top and the bottom. What happens is that it actually captures wider on the edges as well. So it makes this longer image so that when you de-squeeze it in post, it now creates those black bars naturally to fit because you're actually recording more from left to right. If you haven't shot an anamorphic yet, it's pretty cool. So how this works is I have my iPhone case on right here, and then I take the blue anamorphic lens and I attach this on there. And what you want to do is you want to put it on the main camera lens, not the ultra wide, not the 2-time telephoto. You want to put it on the main camera. Why is that? Because it has the best lens. So your ultra wide and telephoto lenses, they have 12 megapixel sensors in them, but your main camera, you have 48 megapixels. So you're gonna get better images from that camera as a photo side. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments, but I believe that is also the best lens for video as well. So what I'm gonna do in the free Blackmagic camera app is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to settings, I'm gonna go to camera, and scroll down to anamorphic de-squeeze. And even on the box here, it says blue anamorphic 1.33 times. So in the Blackmagic camera app, I'm gonna go to 1.33 to de-squeeze. And now my camera isn't squeezing all of the footage in there, it's de-squeezing it and stretching it out. So I naturally would get the black borders on the top and bottom, but I'm not cropping anything out. I'm actually gathering more from the left and the right sides here. For fun, I took this lens with me to a football game last week, and here's some footage from that. Got it, ah! Oh, come on. Oh, I did it, So it looks cinematic, right? There's a couple of ways to go cinematic. You could go anamorphic, which is cool, or you can go ND filter. We'll talk about that in just a moment again. Okay, now I'm recording anamorphic on the Blackmagic camera app, and you'll see this blue line right here. That is what you get with this lens. You get that blue flare. Very J.J. Abrams style. There you go. You see how those shine and glare with that blue line? And if I remove the lens, now you'll see that blue's gone. And also I'm not shooting anamorphic anymore. You'll see everything's kind of stretched out more. These are not square frames. Let me put this back on. And now you'll see those are regularly how this looks. With this Anamorphic lens, it also comes with this UV filter right on the top here, and that comes standard with the lens, and it's nice to have because why you want a UV filter on there is because if you don't, you risk scratching your lens, and that costs a lot more to replace the lens than a very lower cost UV filter that goes on the top of it. The next lens I want to talk about here is this wide angle 18mm lens. So if you have ultra wide in your iPhone, why do you need this? Again, like I mentioned before, you get 12 megapixels in the ultra wide camera, but if you pop this onto the main camera, you get 48 megapixels with that wide image as well. If I have in photo mode, this is how I look. I've got the camera right there. This is wide angle lens. You can see from left and right here. Now if I remove the lens, let me twist it here. Now as I remove the lens, pay attention to left and right. Look how much closer I am now without the lens. So wide angle lens, you can get good 48 megapixel photos with that, and also high resolution video with this lens at a wide angle. Okay, a couple more. These are fun. So you can't stack these, so you can't do an anamorphic and add a glow mist filter or a variable ND filter. You can only do one or the other. I really like these lenses right here because they're magnetic specifically for this case. Pops right on. So this is the glow mist filter here. What the glow mist filter is for that soft light, and that's another style of making your shots more cinematic. Okay, we're shooting an iPhone native 4K 24. I have this light over here, but I have this mist filter on. Look at this light. You see that mist that you get from it, the glare that you get? If I remove the filter, that's how the light looks regularly. Let me know if you can see a difference. Let me know if you can't. So if I'm under this light gives us a little more sample of how that mist looks. If I remove this filter, that's how it looks standard. I put the magnetic filter back on, and that's how it looks. You almost get like that reflection there too. Last but not least, as you all may know, this is a circular polarizer ND filter. These are like sunglasses for your camera or for your phone, whatever you want to call this device here. Okay, we're back in the Blackmagic camera app. We're at 24 millimeters, 24 frames per second, 1/48 shutter speed, and we're at f1.8. You'll see how cinematic this is because if I wave my hand, it gets blurry like that at 24 frames per second. It's not these major motions like this, but it's in the small, subtle movements of that blur that you get when you're moving your camera around. That's what makes it cinematic. Now I've got the full rig plus a variable ND filter. It's a circular polarizer. Polarizing lenses are great if you want to shoot past the glare in water, in windows, anything that has glare. It makes your footage look great. And this lens right here has 5 stops. So imagine if you have 5 different types of sunglasses. They go dark, darker, darkest, and so on, up to 5 stops. So that's what makes this variable ND filter so great. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Freewell has made this easier for us because it's like, these are all great lenses. They all sound fun to try. I want to try them out. You probably have different scenarios in your mind like, okay, I think I could use this lens here, here, here. This sounds fun. There is one last piece, and there's this grip. So say you don't want to use this full rig. Let me take this off here. And this is what I did when I went to that football game. I was like, I don't want to carry this full rig. So I took this with me. This is a wrist strap that comes with it. Like if you want to go lightweight and you want to shoot, this is awesome. What you could do is you could pull this back so this grip comes down. Then you can stretch this out to put your phone in. I like to have it closer to the side right here. And then now it's locked in. So then if you pull this back up, so check it out. It looks and feels like a traditional camera. Like you could point and you can shoot because this button at the top here, on and off, this is a Bluetooth button right here. If I switch it on, when you have it connected to your phone, you could click on it and it'll either start recording if you're in video mode or photo. It'll take a picture if you tap on it. This is a cool grip. Also, this is an Arca Swiss plate on the bottom. So this can naturally fit in all of my tripods just like that. But the fun isn't over yet. You could pull this down. You could have it as a grip and you can shoot like that. So we got this. So you got this rig right here and you can shoot with the grip. So it gives you a little bit more, but also say you didn't want to necessarily use the grip. You wanted to put it back on our rig here. So let's put this back on. Okay, I've got my rig set back up again. But this rig isn't completely useless because you could either just take this with you just to use, or you pop this down and slide this out. This is actually a Bluetooth remote that you can take with you. So now I could press the button and now it's taking a photo of me or started a video, depending on what mode you're in. But that little Bluetooth remote in this grip here is pretty sweet to have. I think they thought of everything when they made this grip. It also has 1/4" 20 threads. So I have this threaded in, attached to there. You got cold shoe mount right there. You have more threads on the bottom. This is a really cool grip to have. So they've made it very easy for you to pretty much not have to make up your mind. You get it all in the Sherpa 2.0 package. Comes to you from Freewell. Thank you again to Freewell for sending this out. It's pretty cool. It really enhances this rig. It really enhances the mobile filmmaking. The thing that I really like about Freewell is, so I work in the world of UX. I'm a UX designer. And what we want to do is we want to identify problems, validate the problems, build solutions for the problems, and validate that those solutions work for our audience. Freewell did this, is they got a lot of feedback from the 1.0 version. They redesigned everything. They redesigned their lenses to work with the latest iPhone lens technology, as well as Samsung's as well. And the fact that they did that, they iterated, that speaks volumes to me. I'm glad that they did that because it really enhanced my rig, and I'm excited to keep shooting with this rig and make more cinematic stuff with my iPhone. So if you found value in this video, please, please, please hit subscribe, like, share this video with your friends. There's links to these Freewell products in the description below. They are affiliate links, so if you purchase through them, I get a little kickback of that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.